What is going on, everyone? How are you doing? I hope you're doing good, because it's good to feel good. I share that sentiment very much today because it is a very good day indeed. It is the 4th of July, and I know across the pond Americans will be celebrating their Independence Day, but over here in the United Kingdom we're kind of celebrating a different kind of Independence Day, you could say, because today it is a general election, and today we could finally be ousting the Tories from power for good for a very long time, and, you know, see the back end of everyone who is getting voted out. It's such a lovely feeling to think about, and, you know, the next 24 hours or so could, you know, really show what is going to happen. And yeah, I'm buzzing. I'm just about to head down to the polling station to cast my vote, and I will say that, like, you know, throughout this election campaign, it's been wonderful, you know, out campaigning with our local Labour team, also out campaigning with Luke Meyer, our candidate for this constituency, Middlesbrough South and East Cleveland, and I'm really confident for him. And, you know, again, I mentioned in my video today, but, you know, for the first time in 27 years, I could have a Labour MP as in my constituency, which is ironic given my support for the party all over the years. But here we are, election day, about to go down and cast my vote. I will just say quickly before I head down, the other day I mentioned about meeting Angela Rayner and also seeing the Labour battle bus. Here's some clips from that, by the way.
Thanks so much for coming out today and joining us here. We've got 2 days to go until our chance to kick out Simon Clarke and deliver the Labour government that we need.
Yeah!
What you need to do right now is remember every time from the last 14 years that the Tories have pissed you off.
Yes.
Every one of those pandemic parties, every one of those bits of sleaze and scandal, and the Liz Truss mini budget that our MP backed. Remember all of that, channel that into energy to take to the doors. Every person we speak to in the next couple of days is going to deliver that change we need. Get Keir Starmer into number 10 and deliver that Labour government. So thanks so much, and thank you, Angela, for coming.
Woo!
A huge thank you for everything that you're doing. Make sure we get this over the line and to get that Labour government. As Luke says, we've got a couple of days left, and I know for many years it's not just been this campaign when the general election was called. It's been decades for some of us. I'm looking at Claire. It's been decades for some of us. It's been years for many of you, and months and months, and for those to be in the service of themselves and not the service of the country, and that's why we need change. But also we need a Labour government that's on your side. We need that new deal for working people that's going to give people secure work, and it'll take 2 million people out of poverty and give them a genuine living wage. It'll give people employment rights, which they desperately need. And we're going to build a 1.5 million homes, including council houses as well, that we definitely need.
Yes. Woo!
2 days, and then we're at polling day, and I keep saying to people, you don't want to wake up, but really none of you are going to go to sleep on Thursday. I don't know why I say that, but we're all going to be there on Friday morning, and what we want to see, and I know it's people like to think, oh, it's good, that it really isn't. To get Luke over the line, we need every single vote, and on Friday morning, you want to be knackered, or you want to have a smile.
Yes.
You don't want to wake up, or you don't want to be there on Friday morning and thinking we've got 5 more years of the Tories, emboldened, by the way, because they think that they've got a mandate to do parties when everyone couldn't see their loved ones during lockdown, to give billions of pounds to their mates and cronies and waste it. They think they'll have a mandate to behave the way they behave, so that's why this idea of supermajority is rubbish. If people want to get rid of the Tories, they have to vote Labour on the 4th of July.
Yes.
So we've got just a few days left. I count them in hours now to get us over the line. And I've spent 9 years in Parliament. I've had the privilege of representing our movement and my constituency of Ashton on the Line since 2015. And it's been awful because all I've seen is what the Tories have done and have not been able to affect anything. This is our moment. when you can put us in government and we can turn the page on all of the awfulness and we can give Britain its future back. I am so proud to represent you, and I hope I'll be proud to stand there on Friday morning as your Deputy Prime Minister to do the work and get the job done.
Yes!
Let's hear it for the next Deputy Prime Minister.
Yeah! And yeah, that was wonderful. Anywho, let's get cracking with the knacking. Let's go down to the polling station, cast the vote, and then I think the idea is later the day, or tonight at 10, I'll be up watching election coverage all night, and it's gonna be a fun one. Let's get going, guys, and let's get those bloody Tories out. Okay, I'm just heading down to my local polling station now. Of course, I can't actually film in the polling station itself, but I'm buzzing. I'm so excited, and I just I can't wait to see the back end of the Tories later. It's going to be something so satisfying to witness. But here we go. I'm just about to walk into the polling station. I'll see you guys when I've come out of there, and then we'll discuss back from there. Okay, I'm back at home. It's actually been a few hours removed. I'm actually at work, just on my lunch break at the moment. Yes, I work from home. But anyway, it's been a few hours removed. But I tell you what's been really nice and satisfying is just seeing everyone I know, friends, family, whoever, just going out and voting and, doing the good thing. And it just fills me with that, again, that sense of optimism that people are going for something, they're voting for change. And that is what I love. If we weren't voting, then, well, you can't really complain about what happens in the next few years. But also I've been hearing stories about how there have been queues for polling stations, which is incredible. And obviously that helps, that builds confidence for turnout. So hopefully that all factors into later. But yeah, I think after work, I'm going to just chill about for a bit. And then when it comes to later this evening, so at 10 o'clock, that's when, of course, the real fun begins. So 10 o'clock, exit poll, and I'm going to be watching through the night. Oh, it's going to be so much fun! Okay, it's about 15 minutes before the polls close and we find out the results of the exit poll. I am absolutely buzzing for tonight. Dad's just next to me, doesn't want to be on camera, but how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good. I think about 10 o'clock, I think it would be dark. And
dark? This is it at 9:45. What are you talking about? It's the benefits of a summer election, am I right? But in 15 minutes, exactly, we're going to find out the results of the exit poll, and I think it's going to be a fun night from here, nonetheless. Yes! Woo! That is a lovely little landslide. Oh, get in. Inject it into my veins.
Majority of around 176.
Whew.
The exit poll predicts that Labour will have captured 410 seats, adding 241
down.
Oh, Angela Rayner's just joined us. This time tomorrow morning she'll be Deputy Prime Minister.
The numbers are...
I tell you what, I've been kind of processing it this last 50 minutes or so since that exit poll was called, and just seeing all the seats that could potentially flip, to Labour, to Lib Dems, away from the Tories. I think it looks fun. My seat, Middlesbrough South and East Cleveland, is predicted to flip. Fingers crossed. And I've got all my hopes for Luke as well, because, I've been out on the campaign trail with him. He's been absolutely incredible, and I think he's going to make an amazing MP. Fingers crossed, guys. We've got our first declaration.
For the Horton and Sunderland South constituency is as follows. Bridget Maeve Phillipson, 18,000.
Oh. Lovely.
18,000.
Yeah.
Woods Grass, 11,600.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Oh.
And that Bridget Maeve Phillipson has been duly elected to serve as member
to results across our country, as it so often is, then after 14 years the British people have chosen change.
But Labour have got another seat.
And that Ian Lavery is duly elected as the Member of Parliament
Can you tell his face?
for the Blythe and Ashton constituency.
Woo! Yay!
You voted for change.
They need to fix the microphone. But Labour have gained Swindon South. Good stuff. The first gain of the night. Many to come. It's going through the works at the moment. So we've had 6 seats declared so far. We've had 1 Labour gain. It's like just after 1 in the morning. The tiredness is sinking in, but I've opened up a bag of Haribo Star Mix. So you know, at least it's all going well.
And Camden faces in Northampton.
Yep. Nicole Milana should be present as well. I look forward to seeing him. Hopefully he picks up a few votes as well. But also at the same time, the Middlesbrough South declaration is set to be soon. Fingers crossed, Luke. I love how the returning officer in Blythe looks like Austin Powers. Yeah, baby. So some of the Labour gains are starting to come through. They've gained Stroud, they've gained Nuneaton, they've regained Darlington, which they lost 5 years ago to the Conservatives. It's all starting to pick up. Rachel Reeves has just been re-elected.
It is a huge honour and a privilege to have been returned as the Labour Member of Parliament for Leeds West and Pudsey. Let me begin by thanking the returning officer, the counting agents, the polling clerks and the police.
There he is, the man who's going to be Prime Minister in a few hours. Oh, I think Keir Starmer's really conducted himself well throughout this campaign. Oh, Middlesbrough's a Labour hold. That's a good shout. That must mean the Middlesbrough South results coming soon. Fingers crossed. Swed Davies just retained his seat in Kingston and Surbiton, and I tell you what, they've actually done a really good campaign, and obviously they're predicted to win quite a lot of seats tonight, and I think they'll be acting as a really decent secondary opposition to the Conservatives when Labour are in government. I think they'll do pretty well. So Angela Rayner's just retained her seat, and also it was so nice to meet her the other day, so it's, you know, lovely to have her as our Deputy Prime Minister, and I think she's going to do a cracking job as well.
Voice is heard and every vote is counted. And thank you to Andy White, a fantastic agent, the campaign team, the local party,
Folkestone
and all the
Hive,
volunteers
Labour
who worked so hard in polling stations and voting booths, and most of all, in the hands of the people who hold the power of the vote. It all starts here. And it starts with you. Change begins in this community, with the people who came together to make life better.
I can't.
No, it didn't. It got Lib Dems.
Yeah, I'm so tired of it.
Fight your corner every single day.
That's Emo there.
Elmo.
Elmo. He got
19.
19 votes.
I think Grant Shapps is... No, I think Grant Shapps is about to lose.
Munro John Peter, Liberal Democrats, 3,170.
Yeah, you lost.
Shapps Grant, the Conservative Party candidate, 60.
Yes! Yes!
The number of ballot papers was as follows.
Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, Nigel Farage has won. Oh. Although he's finally done it after 7 attempts of trying to run as an MP, he's finally done it on the 8th attempt. I've just seen Dunstable and Leighton Buzzard, my old constituency when it was South West Bedfordshire, has been gained by Labour. Get in! I'm just obviously still, the results for Middlesbrough South and East Cleveland haven't come through yet, but it could be a matter of time. Also, it's just me down here now, and it's nearly 4 o'clock. Pretty tired, but we're still powering on through. Yes! Yes! I've just seen on the bar there, Middlesbrough South's been gained by Labour. Get in! I've finally got a Labour MP at 27 years old. This is wonderful. Oh, I'm very chuffed. I'm actually just really happy that Luke got in, you know. It's been such a joy, you know, going out on the campaign trail with him throughout the last 6 weeks, and with the team in our constituency as well. And to see a Labour MP being elected in this constituency, and my first time having a Labour MP as well, is so satisfying.
For the election of
Here we go. It's Richmond and Northallerton. I'm intrigued to see how many votes that Count Binface and Nicola Milana get.
Commonly known as Count Binface Party, 308.
Hey!
Nicholas Omilana, commonly known as Nico Omilana, 160.
Hey!
Rishi Sunak, Conservative Party, 23,059. Thomas James Wilson, commonly known as Tom Wilson, Labour Party, 10,874.
Hey!
I hereby declare that Rishi Sunak is duly elected. Congratulations.
So, the Prime Minister for now.
So, I just see that Jeremy Hunt has held a seat.
Quite clearly.
Just narrowly.
At the same time as Jeremy.
Who've been working here at the count and at the polling stations today. You make our democracy possible. I'd also like to thank the police who ensured that we can conduct this ballot here in North Yorkshire. And also across the country.
Nico's giving him the L.
The British people have delivered a sobering verdict tonight. There is much to learn and reflect on, and I take responsibility for the loss. I will now head down to London, where I will say more about tonight's result before I leave the job of Prime Minister, to which I have given my all. I will then return here, to my family's home, and I look forward to spending more time with you all in the weeks, months, and years ahead. Thank you.
Yeah! Labour have done it! Labour have won the general election. Keir Starmer's Prime Minister. And, oh, I am very happy right now. It's just before 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm absolutely shattered. But here we have a Labour government for the first time in 14 years.
Dan Norris, Labour Party, 20,007.
Oh! Oh, this is Jacob Rees-Mogg's seat.
Jacob William Rees-Mogg, Conservative Party candidate, 15.
Yes! Get in! Get in!
That's Mog's it. That is gone.
Oh, brilliant! Rees-Mogg is gone. What a night it's been. It's 5 o'clock and Jacob Rees-Mogg is gone. It's just literally just gone over the threshold.
Presents a serious demeanour in public. But look at that grin from ear to ear. The supporters behind him cheer.
You campaigned for it, you fought for it, you voted for it, and now it has arrived. Change begins now.
After 14 years, it's so satisfying to see Labour back in power.
To be honest, 4.5 years of work changing the party. This is what it is for. A changed Labour Party, ready to serve our country, ready to restore Britain to the service of working people. And across our country, people will be waking up to the news, relieved that a weight has been lifted, a burden finally removed from the shoulders of this great nation. And now we can look forward again, walk into the morning, the sunlight of hope, pale at first, but getting stronger through the day, shining once again on a country with the opportunity after 14 years to get its future back.
I'm so fucking happy. 14 years and Labour are back in power. I'm so happy.
And I want to thank each and every one of you here for campaigning so hard for change. And not just in this campaign either. Also for these 4.5 years changing our party. The Labour movement is always everything's achieved, past and future, down to the efforts of its people. So thank you truly. You have changed our country. And alongside that, we have to return politics to public service. Show that politics can be a force for good. Make no mistake, that is the great test of politics in this era. The fight for trust is the battle that defines our age. It is why we've campaigned so hard on demonstrating we are fit for public service. 14 years ago, we were told that we're all in it together. I say to the British people today, imagine what we can do if that were actually true. So, by all means, enjoy this moment. Nobody can say you haven't waited patiently. Enjoy the feeling of waking up on a morning like this, with the emotion that you do see the country through the same eyes. Hold on to it, because it is what unity is made from. But use it to show to the rest of the country, as we must, that this party has changed, that we will serve them faithfully, govern for every single person in this country. We have the chance to repair our public services because we changed the party. We have the chance to make work pay because we changed the party. We have the chance to deliver for working people, young people, vulnerable people, the poorest in our society, because we changed the party. Country first, party second isn't a slogan. It's the guiding principle everything we have done and must keep on doing. On the economy, on national security, on protect our borders. The British people had to look us in the eye and see that we can serve their interests. Changing a country is not like flicking a switch. It's hard work, patient work, determined work. And we will have to get moving immediately. But even when the going gets tough, and it will, remember, tonight and always, what this is all about. Now, I may have mentioned my parents a few times in this campaign, once or twice. But the sense of security we have, the comfort they took from believing that Britain would always be better for their children, the hope, not high-minded, not idealistic, but a hope that working class families like mine could build their lives around. It is a hope that may not burn brightly in Britain at the moment, but we have earned the mandate to relight the fire. That is the purpose of this party and of this government. We said we would end the chaos, and we will. We said we would turn the page, and we have. Today we start the next chapter, begin the work of change, the mission of national renewal, and start to rebuild our country. Thank you.
Okay, it is 5:30 in the morning, the sun is rising, and because of how far north I live, it is quite light much of this time, but do you know what? Tonight's been absolutely incredible. It's been so nice to just witness, you know, Labour win everything, and they've done it. We've got a Labour government, and again, I'm actually really happy and over the moon. But anyway, I'm going to sign off because I've got work in a few hours' time. Well, not till 1 o'clock, but I couldn't get the time off work today. But hey ho, we can compromise. Anyway, I'm going to go sign off. I've had a really fun night, and yeah, I'll leave you guys with some advice. That is always to enjoy yourself, stay safe, and make the most of every opportunity that comes your way. Thank you for watching, and peace.